And my head actually underneath this. It's freaking me out. Just a little bit. It's only been a couple seconds. You know, one of the big reasons why I'm doing this is to save money. The pump itself is $300, but when you go up to mechanics, well, I was quoted $700. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I like doing this stuff, I'm learning, and I'm trying to keep this old truck running. Alright, let's see. This is where I think all the fuel's been coming out. Thank God, it looks good. I'm surprised that didn't just break off. Now for the big boy. Basically had to grip it and wiggle it off of there, so it's fully coming off now. Sketchy though. I probably didn't need to do this, but just in case, I duct tape those connections because I don't want anything going into them when I blow this thing off again for the third time, fourth time. So blow anything into that line would be bad. I mean, I'm surprised that this rusts so much. It just blows me away. The manufacturer only says they last about 10 years. Kind of looks like the original fuel pump, but who knows? It's my first time changing one. First time changing one at all. First time on this truck. So anyway, I'm gonna blow this off. Try and get some of this rust off of here too, because I got 3/4 of a tank that I can't drain. So I'm gonna show you before I take this pump out, kind of what I got going for safety. Obviously glasses. I've got a dust mask that I'm wearing when I use the compressor. But we're going to the top of the cab, or top of the bed, with the jack and a little block underneath it. I got a big brick sitting there. I mean, it's on gravel, but you know, just in case. And then I got a jack stand here. This one is pretty much supporting all the backside. That one back there is just extra. I mean, it's technically not even touching. I feel pretty safe. I've been messing with this for about 20 minutes now. Yeah, so like I said, I'm no mechanic. Just use this as like a, I don't know, reference. And this is by no means a tutorial or a educational thing. This is just a GMC 2006 Sierra 1500, four-wheel drive with an extended cab, 43 wheelbase and engine type B. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just like you guys, just a weekend warrior, trying to help out my other weekend warriors. Also, as far as safety, I wanted to mention that I did disconnect negative on the battery, just extra precaution. Alright. The loose stuff. Cover your ears and watch your eyes. Alright, let's get a closer look. Well, still looks like a lot of loose rust. God, that's terrible. Alright, I'm gonna take a break and ready to pop that ring off. Alright guys, while we're on break, I'm going to show you what tools I've used. So, pair of leather gloves, box of latex gloves, Safety glasses don't happen to have those next to me. Got this, just a oil pan. This is what I put the fuel pump in. Cobalt mallet. I think this is like a half pound or a pound or something like that. Anyway, use this to basically knock the pinning ring off of the pump. So little pry bar and this the wee hammer end screwdriver. This little screwdriver I use to pop the little keep bolt that holds the funnel where you put your gas in to fill up the tank. I also use this to pull the clips off of the connectors that connected to the top of the pump. Duct tape, taped up the ends of the connectors so I didn't get any kind of rust or gunk or anything like that on the inside of those lines. This was to cut a zip tie. There's a little vent that comes off of the tank that actually is zip tied underneath the truck bed. So I just grabbed another zip tie and tied it on, and here's that T30 I was talking about. That is to take the 2 screws off the top of the from behind the door where your gas cap is. I think I probably went through a half can of WD. Sprayed this on all the bolts, sprayed it on the locking ring for the pump. This is a small quarter ratchet drive with a 10mm socket. Take the bolt off that held the ground wire that ran from the end of the gas cap. There's ground wire that's on the inside that runs down to the frame. This is a 1/2-inch drive. I used every single one of these extensions, the long, the short, and this 18mm socket. This is what I use to take all the bolts off the bed. Once I use the WD, and I actually hit it with a couple brushes and a breaker bar because they were rusted pretty well. Thankfully, I didn't strip any of them, so I used this because I wanted a hand feel instead of using a ratchet, a powered ratchet. So obviously 3-ton jack up the bed. It's not that heavy, but it is big, and I want to be safe as I can. Various lengths of 4x4, and obviously a jack stand I would recommend using too. This small screwdriver also worked for removing the plugs on electrical connections to the back lights. I actually had to remove 2. One just to get it out of the way so I can get behind it, which is where the connector is to goes to the driver's side rear brake light. Not a whole lot of tools. Guess it's back to work. Here's the new pump. Got it from Rock Auto. Like I said, it was $300. Some of them you could buy without the float, which is strange to me, but I got my Nomad hat here just for reference, for size. But yeah, here's the new one. FYI, this is going to be full of gas on the one that's in the tank. This reservoir stays full. I think it's to help prime the pump and just at least keep fuel in that pump, even if the tank goes below this. Hopefully we'll get that dude in there with no problems. And by the way, this is the new O-ring that it comes with. I'm not going to reuse the old one. This pump is maybe 3 pounds, maybe 2. I mean, it's very light. So I decided to hit it with a little WD. I got a little spray happy. It's so weird working underneath this truck bed. It's not on the edge. What I mean is this flange, this little dip here, there's a little bump where that bump goes in the middle here, and then there's a depression here, so that bump goes in the middle, so it looks like, and then plus this edge used to be right along this edge, so I guess it's moving. It's just taking forever. And I'm being pretty ginger with it. I feel like I'm being pretty ginger with it. I probably could just haul off on it, but again, this is kind of sketchy for me, so bear with me. There we go. couple more taps. My oil changing pan underneath the tank to try and catch some gas. Not that I'm going to reuse it. Alright, hope I'm not in the way. So there's the ring. Soaked with WD. Oh boy, she doesn't want to move. Oh yeah, she does. You see some crusties. I'm just going to guide it away. That guy, not good. Don't want him in the fuel tank. Wow, that is in there. I'm making more crumbs. Little rust crumbs. Use this and just pry it up on it a little bit. Popped it. It looked like it was hung up on that white ring down there. I don't know if I was able to keep every little rust bit out, because you can tell it's rusty underneath, even where the O-ring is. So on the new pump, it looked like the old pump was getting hung up on this little plastic, which feels like there's definitely a little lip to it. So maybe I didn't break anything. This isn't going to be probably the best camera angle for you guys, but I'm going to try and get this fuel pump out of the tank. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Shoot! There it is. Still got a lot of gas in it. See the fuel line. Here's the locking ring. Old pump. Next to the new pump. Oh, and this piece of cardboard. I put this in here because even though there's a gap, when you start lifting this bed, it starts pinching up against the cab, and I actually scratched the cab last time, so I decided to put a piece of cardboard in between the two. Plus it's a nice little shady spot. There's a lot of gas in there. Looks clean in there. Nothing really fell. And there's still chunks of rust. So I'm gonna do that, come back to you guys. If I don't get a speck of dirt in this tank, I'll be so happy. Yeah, I'm gonna call that good. I don't know if I had to do all that, but still. I feel a lot better about it. Nowhere did I see that I needed to grease that. I don't really have any grease that I would put on that. Went way easier than out. So far. Oh yeah. Breathe in. Okay, gasket's on, pump's in. Let's get the ring. Alright, now get that thing back on. Where's my hammer? It's moving. There we go. Damn. Whew. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Highly recommend getting the spanner wrench. Yeah, it's a one-time tool, but that definitely would have saved me a lot of time. It's on there now. Looks good. Alright. Now, get this duct tape off and make these connections. Fold over the edge, the end, so you got something to pull from. Snapped on there. Looks clean. On there. So I just pushed that down into there and it snapped. Looks pretty good. Looks good. Electrical connectors. This one has a little gray thing that you slide out. It's the same thing on the brakes. You can slide this out and you push this little tab down, and then it releases it off of this ramp right here, this little notch. Snap it on. And this obviously just has a little seal, weather tight seal, and a clip. Clips over that. There we have it. Trash. Alright. There it is. All installed. Now for the fun part. Turning it on. I gotta reconnect the negative on the battery. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys back here while I go start the truck. I don't expect it to start right up because all the lines have been depressurized. Here we go. Wow, that was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic by any means. I'm just an average weekend guy, just like you guys. Overall, I think it went well. I think I probably could have done it in a lot faster time, but I was really taking my time, going slow. I do have to obviously put the bed back down. There's a ground wire that I got to reattach. That's part of the funnel, that tube, wherever you put the gas in the tank. Put all the bolts back on one side. I'm pretty happy about it. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I didn't want to spend all that money knowing that I could do something about it and I could actually do the work. Probably the next time I would do this, or if I had to tell somebody, I would get the spanner wrench. You know, the wrench that takes the flange ring off of the pump. That would definitely save some time banging away at it and just trying to look for tools that I could make work. Obviously, I just ended up with a big, large hammer, a mallet, and a small-handled pry bar. If you had the right tools and the spanner wrench, hour and a half with this job. Shouldn't take any longer than that. And me, I'm just like I said, an average everyday dude. Just wanted to do this on my own, see if I could do it, and save a bunch of money in the meantime, which I just did. The top of this thing is so rusty. So yeah, the gas was coming out of here and just collecting all on top of this. And that may have been what rusted it out, or just age. So anyway, hope you guys got something out of this. Like I said, this wasn't like an educational tutorial or anything, a step-by-step thing. It was just to show you, me changing out my fuel pump, and if you guys learned something from it, that's awesome. Hope you guys liked today's video, and let me know in the comments below if there's anything that I should have done or shouldn't have done. If you guys have similar experiences, or if you have any questions or anything about how I did it. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.